welcome to today's video. Today we're going up to Oxford. This video will contain some of the museums in Oxford which we'll be visiting today, and some of the standout artifacts. Obviously I'm not going to go around and record it all. So yeah, anyway, on to the video. We are our first museum of the day, the Ashmolean Museum. Wonderful, isn't it? It's massive. Wow. Part of the University of Oxford. We'll be giving highlights of some of the best exhibits and moments and most interesting parts of this museum. So yeah, in we go. Entering the Ashmolean Museum. First museum of the day. It's really interesting. They've got some quite old artifacts here. That looks like from ancient Egyptian times maybe. You can just about see the hieroglyphics engraved in that. Interesting. Shows a model which would usually be placed in the Chinese tomb throughout the Han Dynasty. Really interesting. Sometimes even domestic animals and utensils could be found in Chinese graves. Yeah, thank you. It's not like we already knew that number one was a bull on 3 legs. We can kind of tell that already. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for the helpful information. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we have a model of what seems to be a Roman settlement. Yeah, this was created in Berlin in 1895. It's a brilliant model. I absolutely love it, especially because I'm into models. Now I know that this could be Greek actually, because I know that in the ancient Greek times they had the Olympics, obviously, that's when it was founded. So that could be like the discus event, which was our equivalent of javelin throwing in the modern world. So yeah, you never know. Representation of a letter between Abgar and Jesus Christ. So yeah, King Abgar was a king from around about 8400, I think. But yeah, very interesting.
Use the lever to lift this rock. So is this what they... Oh, that's really hard. I'm scared I'm going to break something. I mean, I'm not that strong, but like...
Having a great
I
attempt.
have to do that every day.
This is what we believe, an accurate model of a Neolithic village. And it's an alpine village. But to think, people of that time, which was around about 5,000 years ago, even before Jesus Christ was born, just people of that time having that skill set to be able to build houses like this, it's just crazy. You'd never think. You'd think they just live in caves, especially Neolithic people, but to see this type of improvement in like structure and everything, thatched roofs, it's just wonderful.
Yeah, we're gonna need to edit this out. Much better. Okay, I'm sorry. But what is that? Can someone please explain? It looks like a baby with a 50-year-old man's head. Is this like an anteater fish or something? Or a mouse with a tail? Okay, I don't understand any of this. Look how pretty this jewelry was. I can't believe that. That's so gorgeous. I want that. Wait, I want it. Do you think if we go to the gift shop, they'll be selling stuff like this? Look how pretty. Look at that detail. I swear. And that's on a gem. I can't believe that. Okay, so we're in the statue room, and it's a little bit graphic. I'm not gonna show you it, but I believe you can imagine what's going on here. Look how swag though. This guy got drip. Ayo, swag. Oh my god, look at the baby clothing back in the day. It's all shiny and pretty. I mean, this is what babies used to wear, I swear. Could you imagine a kid wearing that now? I found more baby clothes.
Is from AD 335. That is so. This coin was created in 16 BC. That is absolutely crazy. It's so old.
Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Look, I found a chain, and it's one of those weighing scale thingamabobs which you hang your fruit and veg on and at Asda to see how much it'll cost. From the Roman times, because they obviously had Asda in the Roman times. This is actually so cool. This is a model of a house which would have been built like 5,000 years ago. It's absolutely crazy. Making our way out of the Ashmolean Museum, named after someone who has a surname of Ashmole, actually. So, yeah, I thought Ashmolean was some sort of scientific word, but it turns out it's a person's name. Because he collected most of the stuff here and personally collected it until he opened his own museum in Oxford. So yeah, very interesting. And making our way out into the second museum, the National History Museum. In we go. Oh, this one. Good. Thank you. Whoa. Wow. Not as big as the London one, but still quite big. So this part is 99 million years old. That's crazy to think. That thing would have been around 99 million years ago. Yeah, they've got loads of stuffed animals here. That's what I like seeing, and the skeletons and everything. And they've got some more ducks over here too. You see, these would have been stuffed off wool or stuffing or something. These look so realistic. It's crazy how long it would have taken to stuff these. And yeah, you've got to have quite a lot of talent and craft to do this. You need to know how to do this too. And yeah, it's crazy to think there would have been a bird, or there is a bird, as big as that in Australia, which could land on you. So, these are types of coral, and you're probably thinking that coral isn't a living thing, but it actually is. So that's why it's been put in water, because otherwise it dies and it loses all of its colour. So yeah, coral is actually a living thing. Don skull here. Yeah, it makes up quite a lot of this museum dinosaurs. Like there's a giant skull. We're gonna go over it in a moment, but there's a giant skull there, and that's just a giant part of a skeleton. This is crazy. It kind of looks a bit like ceramic, like someone's just modelled this shell, whereas it's actually a proper shell. A different perspective of what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, there's a giant dinosaur skull over there. Some more dinosaur skeletons over there. Yeah, I'm loving here. And an actual skull of a creature which once lived. It kind of looks a bit like an elephant, except it's tossed the wrong way round. And over here there is a stuffed ostrich. It's crazy. I've fed an ostrich before, and yeah, their eggs are absolutely massive. They are absolutely massive and yeah, quite cute too. There's this alligator, it's been stuffed I think, the skin of it, but it kind of looks a bit like a model.
Should we read about it?
And over there is quite a bit of sea life too. Like there's a pufferfish there and there's some other fish too. Whoa, and I said that turtle over there was massive. This one is absolutely crazy in terms of size. Look at it, it's just, I don't even know how long it is. That's like a metre long. I can tell you one thing, a fisherman would be hitting the jackpot if they caught something like this. Look at the size of it, that's like nearly the size, that's longer than this lizard over here. Well, the skeleton of the lizard anyway. Look at that big fishy. Oh yeah, I've never seen a mole before in my life. I've seen a mole hole, but never a mole. And to think they look like this, they're so tiny and furry.
Thank you, I want one, I want a pet mole.
Crabs and insects. There's a tarantula over there. That looks so real, and a crab there. And obviously, I think this is an actual thing. It looks like one of those spiders from movies. Like, for instance, the one from Harry Potter in the cave. And then him, like I said earlier, this is a very close-up shot of a dinosaur. I'm not too sure what dinosaur it is, but it should say down here. There's an iguanodon here.
That dinosaur got big.
Yeah, it's massive. And that's obviously a T-Rex over there.
Do you think that's an iguanodon?
It's like the skull from the Jurassic Park logo. He's saying please touch instead of don't touch. Yeah, I don't know if this is an actual bear or just a cast, but yeah, it feels kind of close to a bear. It's so soft though. Look at it. And it's an American black bear. You wouldn't want, even though it is cute and fluffy now, you wouldn't want to bump into that into real life. Look at the claws. They're so sharp. Again, you can touch. It's a brown bear. I think this may just be stuffed because the fur doesn't actually feel real, but you never know. The claws, once again, very sharp. You don't want to be bumping into this, even though it is cute right now. This is part of a meteorite. To think that there's patterns on it, that's crazy. Perfectly formed triangles. Then here we can carefully touch this giant meteorite from space. Yeah, wonderful. My finger is now touching something that is 3.6 billion years old. That's even longer than a million. I mean, just to think I'm touching something that is that old. That is like near to the existence, to the start of Earth. Space's version of gold and a mirror too. You can see your own reflection in it. I think these are just rocks with glow-in-the-dark paint on, but no, it's the materials in them, the like chemicals inside them, and how it has been formed which makes them glow in the dark. Of course, like, you can also put your head in the display using some glass. There's these like holes here, these glass holes. Yeah, really cool. But there's a lot of echo in here too. Looking at some sort of sea creature, I think. This is 200 million years old. A Madagascar tree trunk. You wouldn't think it's that special, but because of its age, it is. Live exhibit. As you can see, this one's moving its horns around.
So you really want to eat one of them, huh? Right,
Yeah.
Right, so these are all fluorescent gems. So when you walk in, there's like UV light. You can see how pretty they are. And they glow and they make lovely different colours. Look how cool it is. Look, it's so shiny, it could almost literally be a mirror. It's so shiny and it's so smooth as well. It's literally a pyrite, I think. It's so cool. It's so pretty, I love it. It's a tiny dinosaur, tiny dinosaur.
We're in Wendy's in England. They started bringing Wendy's over to England. Absolutely wonderful to see an American fast food in England. Here's the menu.